Hey everyone, Eggman here with another deck profile. This is the last Clash of Fates leader that I haven't made a deck for, and to be honest, this is the favorite deck I've made. So maybe that should be a lesson for books and covers and such. But let's jump into it. So we've got Son Goku. So he is a green Goku, which is good for Feat Kamehameha. What he does is that he's Burst 2. When this card attacks, you may choose one green card in your hand. Place it in your drop area, and then if you do, draw 2 cards. So that's really good. It's kind of like Harudegarn, but with a burst ability. I think it's a really good good ability. And then it's an untapped 2 leader. And then on the Awaken side, Sparking 5. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. And if there's a Krillin card in your drop area, this gains plus 5k power and double strike for the duration of the turn. To be honest, this is like a really good Goku, and just in general, it's not really restricted to an archetype. Yes, you do have to have a Krillin, which can be a bit tricky, but I think there's enough variation that this could be really good outside of its archetype, and the let's make sure Krillin's in the discard pile meta, or archetype that it has. But yeah, let's get back into it. So already said Feat Kamehameha, really good for this. It's so if you have a green Son Goku, which we do, for duration of the battle, you get plus 15k power and critical, which is really good when you have its Awaken size. It already has double strike, so just for 1 energy, you have a 35k double strike crit. That's crazy. Super powerful, and it can be like a pseudo super combo on the defense as well, so that's really good. Running that at 4, we have 4 Shocking Death Ball, which apparently Goku can use. Just a free negate, and then is also helpful for self-awakening, such like Newfound Power Son Gohan. So this also has critical, which helps, and also helps awaken. So mostly this is kind of like a pseudo hand control, kind of just control-y mid-range deck. And I think this is probably like one of the best like mid-range decks we can have. Like it's an actual mid-range deck that for me works kind of how I want it. It's not really aggro, but it's not really control. It just kind of wins by having like some good advantage plays. So there's that. There's the new Tenacious Spirit Son Gohan. So when you play this card, draw 1 card, and then active main, you can play 2 green to get plus 15k power critical for duration of the turn. I really wish it was active battle, but I understand why it's active main. This is just really good. Worst case, it's just 1 green energy to draw a card. If you're finding that you want some like Chronoas or something like that instead, this would be one of the cards you could take out for that. Next up is King Vegeto's Surprise Attack. Choose up to 1 of your battle cards, gains plus 10k power and revenge for the duration of the turn. So this is really good for some of our blockers, and also the Persistent Assault Krillin, since it has the the Deadly Defender effect. You can just give him revenge, and then your opponent can't attack anything. It can only attack him, or sorry, they can't attack leaders, but they can attack him, and he has revenge. So just very powerful in that regard, and can be a deadly combo. It can really be a surprise attack, which I like. Next up, to round off our 1-drops, we have 2 Negotiated Krillin, 2 Human Shield Krillin. We don't even really need these cards. I just kind of put these guys in, and the ratios or whatever you want as well. I see getting some blocker from here, which could be good, especially paired with King Vegeta's Surprise Attack. On the other hand, Negotiated Krillin's really good for kind of disrupting their combos and just being a really good out-comboing stuff as well. So either of these cards are really good. They're both Krillins too, so they proc off of Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan. And also, if you decide to run Friend Summoning Son Gohan, the same thing. These are both just regular Krillins, even though this is like the end of the series and he's from the beginning of the series. He finds all of them, so that's really good. So yeah, if you want, I won't say you have to run these guys. I'd say that running 4 of each of these 2 Krillins will be enough, especially since Final Showdown Son Goku only procs off a 4-cost Krillin. But if you want some more Krillin support, this is good. I just kind of want something for 1-drops. If you want to make these, and this is kind of also for the Nail and Friend Summoning Son Gohan, these are probably the flex spots in the deck right now. If you find that you need some more specific tech against an archetype or a deck that you're losing against, I would definitely start looking at these Krillins and Nail and Gohan. So anyways, going next to our new Gohan. So this is Barrier, and then permanent reduce the energy cost of Krillin in your hand by 1. So it is energy cost, it's not specific cost, so it's Human Shield Krillin and Negotiator Krillin does not become free. If that was the case, we definitely would run these, but that's not the case. But it does make these persistent assault Krillin and fledging duo Krillin cost 1 less, and they do stack. So if you have 2 of these, then both these just cost 2. This being 1 green and 1 colorless, and this being 2 green. If you have 3 of these out, this guy gets the discount, but this guy doesn't get any more of a discount. So really good for getting these out on turn 3. I think that's kind of what you want to aim for, especially if you have a Final Showdown Son Goku in hand. So yeah, I think that's very good. Balmer for our super combo, just because it's the easy one to pick right now. I don't think there's really anything better, so it's good there. Is it just a green Saiyan? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now the next counterplay card. So this, I'm running 4 of these, which may be too many, but for the setup of this deck is turn 1 you play Gohan or Krillin, and then turn 2, excuse me, turn 2 onwards you always want to have 2 energy open, or you play your turn 2 fletching duo Son Gohan. And the reason is you really want to be able to either ramp out to Krillin or just stop whatever they do. Having 2 energy open on turn 3 can be really good, just because this card can... it's pretty much an energy trade. They play something that costs 3, you play this which costs 2, you use your 2 energy to disrupt their 3 energy, right? That's really good. So I think that's really powerful. Is it 4 of powerful? Maybe not. So in general, I'd say the ratios on a lot of these cards are kind of loose. Once again, I would say the ratios on Feet Kamehameha, Shocking Death Ball, this newfound Power Son Gohan, Super Combo, this Gohan, and these Krillin and Goku cards, you should probably run 4 of these, but other than that, you can kind of feel what you like and with what you're seeing too much and what you're not seeing enough of. So but this card I think is really good, so I'm running 4, and that's kind of why we're running more of a control style. We want to make sure that your opponent can't really do anything, and if they can't play cards, then they can't really... A lot of things are doing more kind of like an evolve kind of play style that I see, and so if you can't get your first evolve thing on, then you can't play the game. So kind of touched on Nail and Friend Summoning Son Gohan. Once again, I don't think these are super necessary. I just kind of ran these for some flavor. If you think there's something like a Cronoa, or if you need some like Kamis or something, that probably would work out better for you, and you can run those. But I decided just to put 2 and 2 of those. Lastly, the staples. So we have the Persistent Assault Krillin, which is Deadly Defender Krillin. Really good. You get to draw a card for free when you play him too, so that's good. But he is only 15k. He's not... Actually, I guess all the Deadly Defenders are 15k on defense anyway, so that's very good. And then there's Fletching Duo Krillin. Not probably the less popular of the 2, but it does get to pop something when you play it, and then also it does have blocker. So if you're not worried about getting it tapped, then this card's really good. And then once again, they all go into the Final Showdown Son Goku. So when a Krillin card with an energy cost of 4 or more in your battle area is KO'd by your opponent, if your later card is green or black, play this card from your hand, and you can't play Final Showdown Son Goku for duration of the turn. And when you play this card from your hand, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So I think that's really, really good. You're able to just kind of have a blocker. It's kind of like the same thing that kind of Shugesh Son Goku does, right? You are able to disrupt your opponent by blowing something up on their turn, right? And I think that's really powerful. When it's on the field, it's not super powerful. It's only a 25k double strike, but just being able to blow up something in response to one of your cards dying is really good, and the fact that it gets around barrier is huge. With no energy cost and no barrier is really powerful. The last card I kind of thought about, and I've been seeing some people play this, it's the 6-drop Goku from set 1, Awakening Rage Son Goku. So, and you can evolve this on a Son Goku, not that... I mean, I guess you can evolve it on the 4-drop, but... Or, sorry, the 5-drop. But when you play this card, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards, which total cost add up to 6 or less, and KO them. And then it has triple strike if there's a Krillin in your drop area, which there will be. I could also see you kind of teching in 1 or 2 of these as well. It just depends on how late the game gets in this new format. Turn 6 or even turn 5 if you evolve it on the 5-drop can be a little bit late. But I mean, I guess if you play him on turn 4, you have Krillin out there, and then he gets blown up, and you play the 5-drop from your hand, and then on your turn 5 you can play him. That could see some play, but I'm a little bit wary that he'll just be dead in your hand for most of the time. But feel free to add him if you have him. He's a super cool card, and a 25k triple strike is definitely nothing to shake a stick at. So yeah. Anyways, back to the deck. This is what I have. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll probably this might be the first deck I make, assuming I can get the Son Goku and Son Gohan super rares. Those might be, I don't know how costly they are. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.